The dream, or lack thereof, of a dream for Concord's big revival is over, as Sony has just shut down two of their studios, one of them being Firewalk Studios, the team that created Concord. And before I get into my take on this, thank you so much for 640 subscribers. Whether you have agreed with me or disagreed with me on my takes, I really hope I'm just making good content for you guys to enjoy watching. Now, if you're new to the channel and you like gaming news and gaming reviews and you like this video, please subscribe. It helps me out a lot. Now, let's get into the content. So diving right into the statement here by the Sony Interactive Entertainment team titled An Update from PlayStation Studios. This was released just yesterday. They start this off by saying, "Dear team, today I wanted to share some important updates from Sony Interactive Entertainment's Studio Business Group. We consistently evaluate our games portfolio and status of our projects to ensure we are meeting near and long-term business priorities. As part of our ongoing efforts to strengthen SIE's studio business, we have had to make a difficult decision regarding two of our studios, Neon Koi and Firewalk Studios." Now, Firewalk Studios, obviously, this is the team that created Concord, and Neon Koi is a studio that has not released a game yet. However, they were going to be making a mobile action game, and they're majority a mobile studio, or at least that's what Sony was working with them for. And I'm assuming they got rid of them before I even read further here, because they don't want to run into another Concord situation where they're putting millions of dollars into a project, probably not 400 million in this case, that they do not see is going to be successful on launch. And obviously, with the whole Concord situation, they need to be a lot more careful evaluating these games before spending the money and having them launch to a crowd of people that are just going to come out and potentially not even play the game. Now, going further here, they say expanding beyond PlayStation devices and crafting engaging online experiences alongside our single-player games are key focal areas for us as we evolve our revenue streams. We need to be strategic, though, in bringing our games to new platforms and recognize when our games fall short of meeting player expectations. I think this is good. They definitely need to recognize that. However, I think they need to do a better job of recognizing a game that is never going to meet players' expectations, because there are no expectations. You need to make games that do have expectations and deliver, not put hundreds of millions of dollars into a game that nobody even expects to play on release. Going further here, while mobile remains a priority growth area for studio business, it makes so much money, so I can't even be mad. We are in the very early stage of our mobile efforts. To achieve success in this area, we need to concentrate on titles that are in line with PlayStation Studios' pedigree and have had the potential to reach more players globally. With this refocused approach, Neon Koi will close and its mobile action game will not be moving forward. I want to express my gratitude to everyone at Neon Koi for their hard work and endless passion to innovate. There it is. I almost perfectly expected exactly what they said here. They're looking at this game and they're seeing a title that was being created that they do not think is going to reach players on a global scale, meaning they do not see the game being played to their standards or how many people that they actually want to be hopping in playing the game. And apparently they also didn't have a game that was up to their standards. Not entirely sure. We haven't really seen anything about that. However, if they're not in line with PlayStation Studios' pedigree, then they're probably not making a game that PlayStation thinks is going to succeed, obviously. Now, getting to the juicy bits here, where they talk about Concord and Firewalk specifically, they say, regarding Firewalk, as announced in early September, certain aspects of Concord were exceptional, but others did not land with enough players. As a result, we took the game offline. We have spent considerable time these past few months exploring all of our options. After much thought, we have determined the best path forward is to permanently sunset the game and close the studio. I want to thank all of Firewalk for their craftsmanship, creative spirit, and dedication. The PvP, first-person shooter genre, is a competitive space that's continuously evolving, and unfortunately, we did not hit our targets with this title. We will take the lessons learned from Concord and continue to advance our live service capabilities to deliver future growth in this area. And they are right. This genre is very competitive. The problem was they released a game with no previous IP backing it, so you're not going to have any fans of a different IP that's going to come in and just play this game because they're a fan of that franchise. They didn't have that with this game. They released it at $40 when all of the best hero shooters in the market right now are free. Even a game that's not necessarily a hero shooter but is an arcade shooter like Call of Duty, you can get free on Game Pass. It is very hard to pull people away from a game like Overwatch where they have spent time and money and invested this into that game to then go and spend $40 to play a game that I genuinely do not believe does really anything better than Overwatch or than other games within this genre. However, they are right when they said Concord did some stuff exceptional, and this, in my opinion, was the cutscenes, not the gameplay. Next here, I know none of this is easy news to hear, particularly with colleagues and friends departing SIE. Both decisions were given serious thought, and ultimately, we feel like they are the right ones to strengthen the organization. Neon Koi and Firewalk were home to many talented individuals, and we will work to find placement for those impacted within our global community of studios where possible, and I think this is good to hear. I hope people that were talented from these studios find jobs, and overall, you don't want anybody getting fired. It sucks. When people lose their job, it can be life-changing for them and their families. This fucking sucks. This is why I say I want every game to be good. I want every game to succeed. Obviously, that's not possible. Bad games are made every day. But I do wish these people find a good job within the industry. Hopefully Sony does help them with that, especially if they're talented and they can go to other studios and help other games be good. At the end here, I am a big believer in the benefits of embracing creative experimentation and developing new IP. However, growing through sustainable financials, especially in a challenged economic environment, is critical. While today is a difficult day, there is much to look forward to in the months ahead from the Studio Business Group and our teams. I remain confident that we are building a resilient and capable organization driven by creating unforgettable entertainment experiences for our players. Thank you for your continued support. Overall, I think Sony's making the right decision here. Concord, unfortunate as it is now a meme, and this game is not going to come back into the first-person competitive shooter genre and be a success or where Sony wants it to be. No matter if you add 10 hours of story cutscenes to continue the story, or a free-to-play experience, or even new heroes with new guns and new abilities, this game was cooked. It was cooked before it even released, and it's a good thing, I think, that they're leaving this behind. And on the other end, you have Neon Koi, where I don't think Sony wants to make this same mistake again. Just avoid the mistake of putting money into a game that you don't see attracting a large amount of players and that you do not see being up to your pedigree. Overall, again, this does suck for the people and the families that are being affected. I hope they can go and get a job somewhere else, and Sony will hopefully help them do so, where they can actually give their talent to a game and help it make it good. But Sony, I think you finally did the right thing here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please comment down below what you think about this whole situation. Are you happy? Are you sad? Are you annoyed with the whole situation with Concord being shut down? What do you guys think about the Neon Koi situation? Were you excited for a new mobile game by Sony? Probably not. Like the video if you like the video, and subscribe for more content like this. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace!